Coming up on this episode of Binge Watchers Anonymous, Apple's big move, a new feature on Netflix, and the top 3 effects of binge watching.
All right, we start each episode with our headlines, and our big headline, maybe you've heard about this, Apple Music is taking over Carpool Karaoke. Yes, the big, most popular segment on the James Corden show. Apple Music's taking that over, and what are they doing? They're doing 16 half-hour episodes?
16 half-hour episodes that are only on the Apple Music app. So with John Legend and Alicia Keys, we already know they can sing, we already know what they can do. So what is the appeal going to be of this show?
It's like us hosting this show in a car.
Welcome to Binge Watchers Anonymous. Stay tuned for the top 3 effects of binge watching.
Cat! We should never do that.
Let's not do that again.
All right. What's our next headline?
Next headline, Netflix is rolling out a new button for users where you can actually skip those intros on all your favorite shows. So you go straight to the episode, no intros.
We feel bad for the people that put all that hard work into the intros. Moving on, our next headline, we like to focus on things that are being released. Rachel, what are you looking forward to that's being released?
All right, Chelsea Handler is coming back to Netflix as of Friday, April 14th. She will have her talk show that is released every Friday, and they'll be an hour long.
Amazon's decided they will renew Goliath, so season 2 is coming up. So for all you people that have Amazon Prime, and you're big fans of the Billy Bob Thornton show, good news for you. So for those of you who sit at work and you surf the internet for binge watching news, you may have come across some articles where show creators are a little bit upset.
Pretty much what these show creators are arguing is that with this new Netflix style binge watching, something is lost between the viewer and the show.
Well, we totally disagree.
Totally disagree. I mean, that's like insulting my lifestyle.
There are some key effects of binge watching that we would like to fill you in on. We now present to you the top 3 effects of binge watching.
Number 1 top effect of binge watching is called binge-a vu. Now you know what this is, but you may not have had a word behind it before, but binge-a vu is pretty much where the world of your binge watching, whatever show you're watching, collides with your reality. For example,
I will give you an example. We had a nice family trip over the weekend to Montezuma's Castle. If you've ever been to Montezuma's Castle, it's literally a castle in a mountain, basically high up. And instead of just taking in how breathtaking, how impressive this was, all I could think about was if I was in an episode of The Walking Dead, that's where I would want to be. And if we ever get to a point where a zombie apocalypse is real, I'm getting in my car and going to Montezuma's Castle.
But now you just told everybody else.
Nobody
else go to Montezuma's Castle.
I'm like actually upset about that. Okay, our next big effect of binge watching is something we like to call chronic Cancel-Plans-Itis. Now, you know this. This is where you're so engrossed in your binge watching experience where you continue to cancel social engagements. These could be big plans you have, but you just decide, I can't do it. I've got to watch the next episode of whatever. Does this happen?
And I actually have many examples of this, but I cannot say them on air for fear of losing friendships. I'm just gonna read one example from this past weekend. If it makes you feel better, I'm knee-deep in 13 Reasons Why, and it would have been a real struggle to turn the TV off.
On behalf of Rachel, I apologize.
There's a lot of more people you have to
She
apologize.
suffers from a severe case of chronic Cancel-Plans-Itis.
We're so excited to introduce this new term from our binge watching circles to yours.
The term is Stamper Sloppy, and it comes from the character of Doug Stamper in House of Cards. Now, we could spend 3 or 4 minutes describing and explaining what that means. We're going to
show them.
Show you some examples of how Stamper Sloppy is used around our workplace.
Oh my god, guys, the season finale of Homeland last night.
Whoa,
Stamper
stop. Stamper Sloppy.
Stamper Sloppy.
I just started watching How to Get Away with Murder again, and can you believe Wes?
Oh my god, that show was so
Oh, hey. Stamper Sloppy. Stamper Sloppy, guys.
Stamper Sloppy. What shows are you into?
Really into Sons of Anarchy. Great show.
Man, I love that show, but the season 6 finale really just... Wait, have you seen the season 6 finale? Stamper Sloppy? Stamper Sloppy.
Thank you. Whew. All right, so the next time someone's going to spoil some binge news for you, you know what to say.
Stamper Sloppy.
Hashtag Stamper Sloppy.
Why not throw a hashtag
All
in
right,
it?
she's Rachel Landers. I'm Eric Sperling. We'll see you next time.